into The Letter Live. My name is Aiden Brueck, joined by legendary Ken Repository sports writer Mike Popovich, and we are here for some Tuesday Federal League action here in Massillon between the Perry Panthers, currently standing at 8-8, 6-3 in the Federal League, and the Jackson Polar Bears standing at 10-5, 6-3 in the Federal League. A win tonight for the Panthers secures their first winning Federal League season in how many years, Mike?
I believe it's been 2013, but Matt Vole will talk about it when we talk to him in the pregame show. But that is a long time for Perry basketball not to have a winning season in the Federal League. And a lot of people remember, last year they got to the state championship game, but their regular season was an under 500 season overall. So this is really a big step for them. If they could get a win tonight, not only would they sweep Jackson in the regular season series, which hasn't happened for a while, but they can also eclipse that feat of finishing the Federal League season with a winning record.
Without a doubt, Mike, you said it. The last time Perry and Jackson played earlier this season, it was January 6th. Jackson lost that game 52-37, which to most people is a little bit surprising when you take a look at how loaded Jackson is and how loaded Perry is. Not to put any of these teams behind at all, because my goodness, any of these teams can win on any given night. That's just how Federal League basketball works. But for some people on the outside looking in, Perry didn't stand a chance against Jackson, and they took it their first time playing this year.
Well, it seems like that loss, though, kind of lit a fire under Jackson, because they have been kind of on a roll since, well, not kind of. They've been on a roll since then. They have won 4 games in a row, and included in that winning streak was just an incredible come-from-behind victory over Hoover, where they were down by, I think, as many as 8 points in the final minute. They've come back to win that game. They've gained really a lot of momentum, and that's really good for a young team like Jackson. I mean, we haven't seen Jackson for a while, but they start sophomores, freshmen, really an inexperienced team, and they have really put together a pretty good season for when you account for their youth. Now, their goal is always to win the Federal League, but hey, if they can make a run on third place with the young talent that they have, I think that would be a big accomplishment.
For sure, Mike. Well, you had the opportunity to speak to both of these head coaches, both Matt Vole and... No worries. You had the opportunity to talk to both Matt Vole and Tim DeBevick before this game. And so we're going to kick it over there. And then once we get back, we will be giving you our starting lineups for today's matchup. Mike, we will be back very, very shortly here on The Letter Live.
Well, Matt, your team has had to deal with some adversity with injuries this season. XJ Woolheater, Trey Robinson been out. But you got good news on XJ Woolheater last week when you played great.
Yeah, absolutely. XJ, we missed him for 7 games, and XJ was our leading rebounder, leading in assist, and a huge leader for us on the floor. Even though he's a sophomore, he's just a natural leader and talks very well with our guys, and just a great teammate. And for him to be inserted back into the lineup, came off the bench Friday night against Green, only had 2 free throws, but his impact with 4 steals, 5 rebounds, and just making the connecting plays on the defense, the offense, it was huge lift for our team. So we're excited about having XJ back.
How close is Trey Robinson returning for you?
Yeah, Trey had an ankle sprain 2 weeks ago when we went to Cheney, and he's been out since, so it's been 4 games now. And we're hoping that Thursday we get really, really good news. Sounded like last week he was real close, wanted to give him 1 more week to get all the injury healed up and all that. And, foot injuries are tricky, and we just want to make sure that kid's safe and sound and ready to go, and we'll hope to hear good news on Thursday.
Your team coming into tonight's record 6-3 in the Federal League, tied for Jackson. Kind of a race for third place between you guys and Jackson this season. But I know a big thing for you guys is you're playing significant games this late in the season in the league because you guys have a shot to do something you haven't done in a while.
Yeah, I mean, everybody sees the standings. They get posted once a week, and to have an opportunity to play a significant game here in February, battling for an opportunity to be outright third place, and then we got Hoover on Friday. But it's one game at a time. But to be in that position from where we were at, where this program only had 2 wins in 3 years when I took over the program. So it's a huge step being 6-3 in the Federal League and playing in a real important game, and give us an opportunity to have a winning season in the Federal League. And it hasn't been done at Perry since 2013. So a lot of good things, and the tournament run last year helped, obviously. But we have just a group of guys that just want to fight and compete, and they like that, and that's why where we're at is it's a lot of grit. We've had a lot of grit this year.
All right, Matt, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Tim, your team comes in, winners of 4 in a row, 6-3 in the Federal League. The Federal League title, obviously kind of out of reach right now, but these are still significant games for you guys, correct?
It is. I mean, our goal is to win the Federal League. I mean, obviously, we lost, maybe at, home against Hoover and then at Perry. That could have maybe kept us in the league. But, we got to look at this. I mean, the tournament coming up, all these wins that we win from here until February 22nd helps you for the tournament scene. Our goal is to, maybe get a, tournament, home game, and then, win a district title. We got, win 2 games to win a district title now. So, how to do the tournament. But no, we're just looking to keep getting better every day. I mean, I know we won 4 in a row, but we don't want to take steps backwards. We want to keep moving forward, and our guys are proven, and that's all we ask for tonight.
Anybody who's followed Jackson knows that you guys really have a real young team. Are you at the point you would hope to be with this group at this point in the season?
Yeah, this. I mean, every year our goals are set high. I mean, a little upset that obviously, with 3 games left, we're not, in the hunt for a Federal League title. But progression's been good. I think we're coming together. Guys are knowing their roles, and the freshmen are starting to play like sophomores, and sophomores starting to play like juniors. So, and our seniors are leading us right now, doing a nice job with the 2 seniors we got left, and then our 3 juniors. So a good mixture of freshmen, sophomore, 3 juniors and 2 seniors playing for us.
This is a Perry team that beat you guys the first time around. What kind of trouble do they give you, and what do you guys have to do to pick up a win tonight?
They're a team that can beat you because they play so well defensively. They play solid 50 defense and a little bit of zone, and they move the ball well. I mean, obviously I give Coach a lot of credit because they made it to the final game last year, so they've been there. So just that winning last year helps them carry over this year. We got to do a better job, executing on offense and stopping them on defense every time down. We just had too many miscommunications on defense and offense last time we played them at their place.
All right, Tim, thanks a lot. Good luck.
Hey, thanks.
everybody, and welcome back to the Letter Live. If you are just joining us, my name is Aiden Brueck, your play-by-play for the night. I'm joined by Mike Popovich of the Camp Repository, and we are about to take you through your starting lineups for today's game. So I'm going to take you through the Perry Panthers starting lineups. Starting at guard, number 4, Mikey Haley. Number 5, Nasir Foster. Then Joey Luschitz wearing number 12. At forward, number 20, XJ Wooliter. And at forward, number 24, Nico Martelli. Mike, Jackson?
Well, for the Jackson Polar Bears, they're going to start number 4, Chase Maurer. Averages about 12.9 points per game. Number 12, Caden Loy, one of the more experienced players on this Jackson team, averaging just over 19 points a game. Number 23, a freshman, Mason Morris, averaging just over 12 points a game, having a really good season for the Polar Bears. And they also start Carter Mulliman, number 24, and they also will start Ethan O'Byrne, number 33. Ethan averaging just over 8 points per game.
For sure. Mike, we are going through our player introductions now here at Jackson High School. Let me tell you, one of the more elaborate setups I've seen in terms of how much effort they put into their player introductions, but it really builds the character and really builds the foundations of the real culture that they have built here at Jackson High School for their men's basketball team. Tim DeBevec has done a wonderful job, obviously leading them to a state title in 2017, if I'm correct. I could be wrong, but with that being said, I mean, it's such an insane culture here at Jackson, and I gotta say, I'm very excited to be back here for another broadcast. Here with you, Mike.
Well, Jackson basketball really for the last 30 years has really been a stronghold. Lots of district titles, regional appearances. Of course, they won a state championship in 2010 under Mike Popovich, the current head coach at Mount Union. Tim DeBevec was an assistant on that staff. He took over as head coach, and they won their second state championship in 2017. So just a great tradition that they built here at Jackson.
For sure. So Nico Martelli, Carter Muleman going to be on the tip for both of these teams. Perry sporting the black uniforms. Jackson, of course, the home team, sporting their white and purples. Muleman wins the tip. Takes it back to Chase Marr, who will take it down the court. He's their guard for tonight. Ball stolen out by XJ Wooliter. Wooliter giving it back to Mikey Haley, and Perry now taking on with the ball. 7 minutes, 44 seconds to go here in the first. Foster passes it over to Martelli on the wing. Martelli gives it back to Haley now. Playing horns, it's the Panthers. Resetting, they'll go to a 5 spread on the foul line. Foster gets rid of it, over to Wooliter now on the right wing. Gives it back. Loy almost jumps it, but it's Haley with the ball. 7 minutes, 19 seconds to go now. Still scoreless at Jackson.
Well, Perry being very deliberate here on the first possession of the game, trying to establish a pace that suits them.
And don't let Nico Martelli get in this mid-range area. That is his sweet spot, so just be alert. As Foster looks to dribble drive over to the right, Wooliter passes it to Haley, who gives it right back. Joey Luschitz in the mix, and Haley now taking it through the right. Foster, Luschitz. Who will be the first scorer? Nico Martelli now on the right wing, taking it inside. No good. Can't draw the foul. Marr left unguarded on that left wing. He's got to give it over. Ethan O'Byrne, deep three. He can't get it, but O'Byrne, one of the guys who loves to take those deep threes on this Jackson squad. You'll see him popping them in warm-ups. Haley with his left. Gives it inside to Martelli. Martelli from mid, can't get it down. So that gets about 2 bounces off the rim. And a 3 ball taken by the Jackson Polar Bears, as that's no good. 6 minutes left to go here in the first. Still scoreless. Mikey Haley now at the key. Drives. He's guarded by Millman. Takes it back to Luschitz. Luschitz to Haley, left wing. Haley, he's got a spot. Makes Millman jump. Can't get it down. O'Byrne with the board. Loy has it. Goes inside to Millman. Stolen by Woliter. That's a second steal of the night, if I'm not mistaken. Already here, 2 minutes. 2.5 minutes, I should say, into the first. So Haley to Foster now at the key. Haley will take it now on the right side. Loy behind him. Martelli back to the key. That's Woliter. From 3, can't knock it down. Board's tipped out, and Haley kicks it back out to Woliter. Woliter, hop step. Gives it back to Foster. 5 minutes to go now. Almost 3 minutes with no score on either team. A big teller of how this game's going to go. Haley over to Foster. Foster going to anchor it now on the left wing. He gives it over to Luschitz. Luschitz to Woliter. Woliter left pivot foot. Martelli going in. He takes a midi, and that's also no good. He can't draw the foul that time either. Loy now from the right side. Looks to dribble it underneath. He got Mulliman. He has Mulliman. Excuse me, I'm talking in slang. But Mulliman putting up the first points of the night with 4 minutes, 35 seconds left to go here in the first. It's Jackson 2, Perry 0 in Massillon. Foster gets one over to Woliter, who puts up a deep one that can't get done. And a turnover by Luschitz. Gives the ball over to Jackson. Mara now at the Polar Bear logo. 4 minutes, 14 to go. 2-0, Jackson up. O'Byrne bounce passes inside to Mar. And he'll post up. Puts one up off the board, and he gets it. Posted up over Mikey Haley for that bucket. 4-0 with 3 minutes, 53 seconds to go.
Well, we might not set records for scoring in this game, but we might set records for how fast this game goes. No fouls, no stoppages yet. 4-0 Jackson lead.
Nico Martelli, dribble handoff to Mikey Haley, who gives it to Woliter. Woliter trying to push through, gets it to Foster, who takes it with his right. Gives it over to Luschitz. Luschitz puts one up, he gets fouled. So Luschitz headed to the line, hopefully to get the first point, or first. Okay, let me restart. With an attempt to hopefully get the first points for his squad on the night. 3 minutes, 29 seconds to go. It's Jackson 4, Perry 0. And this is exactly where their last game ended up. The last time they played, it was 52-37.
Yeah, Joey Luschitz had 13 points in that game for the Panthers. And he misses his second free throw.
So he'll miss his second. Morris from 3, knocks it down. Mason Morris, 6'6" freshman, gets that 3 ball. 7-1, Jackson up with 3 minutes, 7 seconds to go. Martelli, midi, can't put it down. As Lloyd taking it down the court. Dribbles around, 3 ball, Millman. Bounces off the top of the rim and goes into Haley's hands. Haley takes it himself, but kicks out in the last second. Woliter tries to put one up, he can't get it. Bit of a forced bucket there. 2 minutes, 37 seconds to go. Jackson 7, Perry 1. Lloyd double teamed, Morris has it. Inside, pivot foot, midi, can't knock it down. Perry ball with 2 minutes, 26 seconds to go, 7-1. Jackson, the Polar Bears lead.
Well, we've seen Mason Morris a couple of times this season, and I think I kept my line was always, boy, this kid's really a freshman. He's really having a great start to his high school career, averaging over 12 points a game. Hits a big 3 to get Jackson out to this 7-1 lead.
Martelli to Woliter, Woliter to Luschitz. Woliter, deep 3, puts it up, puts it down. 2 minutes, 5 seconds to go left here in the first. That gets the Panthers back within 3. It's Jackson 7, Perry 4. Minute, 56 to go. Yeoman hands off to Loy. Loy going to take it himself, but takes it back. And more over Left wing knocks it down.
Well, you see Chase Maurer this season, you leave him open, you might pay a price for there, and that's what Perry did there. Second three of the game for Jackson.
So Chase Maurer knocks that one down. It's Jackson 10, Perry 4. Inside, it's Foster. He can't knock it down. But deep, Luschitz hits the back of the rim. Mikey Haley immediately off of the rebound, puts it up from mid, and he puts it in. So Perry down 4 to Jackson. Jackson 10, Perry 6. A minute, 8 seconds to go. No timeouts used just yet. Newman to Loy. Loy guarded by Martelli. Gets some space. Can't create. So Haley will take it down now with 5:55 seconds to go. Foster. Shut down by Maurer. Excuse me. Martelli to Mikey Haley. Makes a man jump, puts it up. Can't get it. Chases the board, but won't come down with it. Loya instead. Tricky handles. Gets it over to Morris now on the right side. He gets it back to Ethan O'Byrne. O'Byrne, quick jab step, puts it up and puts it down. Speedy from O'Byrne. Making it look easy with 17 seconds to go left here in the first. A small score of 12-6 as Jackson leads by 6. 5 seconds to go. Martelli looking at taking himself. Puts up a midi and beats the buzzer. The refs don't call a travel as Tim DeVivek wanted so badly. And Jackson 12, Perry 8 after the first. We're going to take a quick break and we'll see you back here in a matter of moments here on The Letter Live. Tune in and thanks for tuning in. Thank you for watching. A quick note during the timeout about our broadcast format here at the Letter Media Network. Many of our live game broadcasts are audio only, and that's by design. Audio streams allow us to be in more gyms, cover more games, and bring you consistent real-time coverage across Northeast Ohio. It lets us focus on what matters most, the action, the story, and the details that don't always show up on screen. No distractions, no gimmicks, just the game called the right way. Our audio streams make it possible to follow teams you care about, even when cameras aren't an option. So whether you're driving, working, or watching the score update, you're still connected. That's audio first coverage from the Letter Media Network. Hello everybody, welcome back to The Letter Live. My name is Aiden Brueck. If you are just joining us, I'm joined by legendary kit repository sportswriter Mike Popovich, and we are here starting the second quarter of action as Jackson leads Perry 12-8 in the Jackson gym. Mikey Haley loses the ball off the pass from Martelli. And Morris going to be the inbounder. Jackson coming off a 66-59 point win over Glen Oak to go into this game. Giovanni Stands, the freshman, had some JV minutes, but he goes in. Got Jackson Bowen as well in for the Polar Bears. Caden Loy with a soft touch, can't get it to go. And down on the floor, they'll call jump ball. It will be Jackson ball, possession arrow.
Yeah, you're in a good spot if you're Perry still. You went almost 6 minutes in the first quarter without a field goal, and to be down only 12-8 at this point, you're still in a good spot.
Morris over to Bowen. Back to Stands, right wing. Stands with his left. Hits it to Braden Worsler. Stands, corner. Bowen, 3! He's got it. Jackson Bowen, the senior guard, knocks it down to make it a 7-point game. Jackson 15, Perry 8. Here are 7 minutes left to go here in the second. So inside, Nico Martelli puts one up and gets the and one. Yeah,
back-to-back baskets for Nico Martelli. Tough shot at the end of the quarter. Now he draws the and one here to try to get his team back to within 4 points. And that foul is going to go on Braden Wursler for Jackson, who's into the game now. And who's out of the game right now. As Martelli makes the free throw. He's got 5 of the 11 Perry points.
Martelli, the top shot taker on this Perry Panthers lineup. Jackson, 15. Perry, 11. Nasir Foster grabs the steal in transition. Jump step, puts it up and in. So now a 2-point game, 6 minutes, 33 seconds to go left here in the second. It's Jackson 15, Perry 13. Foster jumps the pass and gets one in transition. Maurer. Over to Loy. Loy double teamed. Over to the corner. It's Maurer. Swings one. Yeoman inside.
Boy, that was a nice feed there from Maurer to get to Mulliman.
Jackson 17, Perry 13. 6 minutes to go left here in the second. Foster puts one up himself. Can't get it to go. Morris over to Millman. Millman over to Mark. Mark crosses up, loses the ball. Going to be a turnover. And O'Byrne coming in for Loy as Loy gets his first break of the game. 5 minutes, 48 seconds to go in the second. Jackson 17, Perry 13. You're listening to the Letter Media Network. Down the court, Haley takes it over to Foster. Foster Luschitz. Luschitz tried to pull one. It gets blocked, but as it's blocked, it goes out of bounds. So it will be Perry ball. And Woliter going to be the inbounder for the Panthers. Woliter, Martelli now at the key. Woliter fakes the midi. Kicks it over to Luschitz, who does put up a midi, and he knocks that one down. That one splashed into the net. Jackson 17, Perry 15. 5 minutes, 25 to go left here in the second. Maurer kicks it to Bowen, who gets it to O'Byrne. O'Byrne going to take it himself, but decides not to as Bowen gets into it with Haley. And that's going to go Perry ball. 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the second. Jackson 17, Perry 15. Haley down the court. As Martelli, interesting sprint down the court. No look dish from Haley. Inside to Foster, can't get it done. But Foster resets now at the logo. Dribble breakdown combo. Passes it back to Nico. Martelli hands it back off, and Woliter to Luschitz now at the key. Woliter, once the deep three won't take it, passes it off to Nico Martelli. They're going to let him shoot. And it's an okay idea as Martelli misses the three, but only by that much. It bounces out the back of the rim.
Yeah, Jackson's been doing a good job defensively on Martelli, except on that possession down there. He was wide open. Fortunately for the Polar Bears, he misses the shot.
4 minutes, 33 seconds to go left here in the second. It's Jackson 17, Perry 15. Haley over to Woliter, now on the right corner side. Woliter trying to spin around O'Byrne, but to no avail. O'Byrne can't let him through. Foster pushes off, Euro step, travel is called on Foster. So 4 minutes, 12 seconds to go left here in the second. Jackson 17, Perry 15. Mike.
Perry's going to get Noah Daisy into the game here. First appearance of the game. Younger brother of Preston Daisy, who was a part of that state championship game run for the Panthers last season.
Morris puts up a three. No good. Down the court. Downhill. And a carry.
Yeah, it was a double dribble call on the Panthers.
Looked like he got his hand under it.
3 straight possessions. Perry with an opportunity to tie or take the lead. Missed shot, 2 turnovers. Still a 17-15 Jackson lead with under 3:50 to go here in the first half.
So Maurer at the foul stripe, puts one up and in, muscles it through. Jackson 19, Perry 15 with 3 minutes, 35 seconds to go.
Maurer leading all scorers today with 7 points.
Wolder now on that right side, hands it over to Daisy. Daisy hands it off to Haley. Haley back to Wolder. Wolder from a couple steps off the line, can't get it done. Tried to draw the foul, but won't get it done. Debevec says, get back on offense. Maurer hands it to O'Byrne. O'Byrne back to Maurer. And from the corner, it's Morris. Morris back to Maurer now on that right wing. Steps into the volleyball stripe. Almost breaks it, but a foul is called on Noah Daisy. Nope, just kidding. That was on XJ Wolder.
Yeah, Matt Vol is looking for just a deflection there, not a foul. And they're going to give him 2 shots here, Chase Maurer for Jackson. First shot is no good. First foul of the game for XJ Woolheater, as we talked about when we talked with Matt Vol earlier in the game. He returned to the lineup after missing several games last week against Green. Second game back as Maurer gets the free throw. He has 8 points.
Martelli and Haley, 2 in the front. Give it off to Wolder. Plays designed for Haley to pop the 3, but instead they'll go to Martelli. Wolder takes it back to Martelli now on that wing. He's guarded by Muehlman. Big man matchup. Getting shifty inside, kicks it out. Noah Daisy hands it off to Haley. Haley wants the screen. Martelli sets the ghost. Kicks it inside to Noah Daisy, and Noah Daisy able to muscle it through. So Jackson 20, Perry 17, 2 minutes to go left here in the second. Ball's almost stolen by Haley, but O'Byrne able to keep his hands on it. Yeoman to Mar. And Loy taking it inside, puts it up, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Maurer.
Trying to see who they called that foul on for Perry. It's going to send Chase Maurer to the free throw line. 2-shot foul. First shot is no good. Maurer got a feed from Caden Loy there. Caden Loy, first game of the season for Jackson. I forget who the opponent was, well over 30 points. They kind of relied on his experience and leadership in that game. But now the young players have started to develop as Maurer hits his second free throw, and he has 9 points for the Bears tonight.
Haley dribble handoff over to Foster now. Wolder, Noah Daisy now at the key. Back to Wolder. He's got a taped up left hand. Gets her over to Daisy. Offset the key, 3 steps to the left.
Now you kind of wonder now with 1:20 to go if Perry's going to work this down to the end of the half.
Bull making the decision, play a little slower here. Wolder tries to send it inside to Daisy with a bounce pass, but Daisy not able to receive.
That's the last thing you wanted to do for your Perry. I believe that's their 3rd turnover in this quarter alone. It's a pretty clean game in the first quarter by both teams. Perry just not able to catch Jackson here.
Maurer hits Muehlman now on the right side. Hand off to Lloyd. Lloyd looking to dish. Puts one up, can't get it to go. Muehlman grabs it, but goes out of bounds. Jackson disappointed. 21-17, Jackson lead. 44 seconds to go left here in the second.
Perry going to have to take care of the basketball here. This obviously, I think they're going to take it down to the end of the half. Can't be careless like they have on a couple of possessions here in the second quarter.
So Haley with the handles. Gives it off to Luschitz. Oburn hedges it. Over to Foster. They've got 15 seconds to set up the play. They call their play affectionately known as circle. As it's an ISO for Foster. No foul is called. But it'll be 2.9 seconds on the clock.
Good defense by Chase Maurer there on Nasir Foster. Jackson will get Jackson Bowen back into the game for defense here in this last 2.9 seconds. They're going to get a foul on Jackson here. It's not going to be a shooting foul, but it's going to go against Ethan O'Byrne. That's his first foul. 2.2 seconds now left in the first half.
So the starting lineup back in for Perry. They lob to Foster. Foster will put up a prayer, won't fall. He had enough time to set up a shot, but won't do it. And after the first half, it's Jackson 21, Perry 17. Mike and I will be back in a few brief moments here on The Letter Live. Thank you for listening.
While there's a break in the action, let's remind you that if you missed a live broadcast, you can listen to replays of our high school basketball games on the Letter Media Network's YouTube channel. Our channel features every game from this season and over 30 games from the 2024-25 season, including the Louisville and Perry state championship games. From tip-off to the final buzzer, don't miss a second of our audio-only broadcasts. Go to youtube.com/@TheLetterNetwork. The Letter Media Network, real coverage through modern mediums. While the teams regroup, here's a quick word about who's bringing you tonight's coverage. This broadcast comes from the Letter Media Network, focused on reporting high school sports the right way. That means being in the gym, asking the right questions, checking the details, and telling the story beyond the final score. From live broadcasts to written coverage, film breakdowns, and post-game reporting, our goal is simple: accuracy, context, and consistency. Follow Aiden Brueck on X at Aiden the Brew and Mike Popovich at MPopovichREP for real-time updates, notes, and coverage throughout the season. Follow the Letter Network for full stories, clips, and continued coverage. The Letter Media Network, local sports reported with a purpose.
You're watching high school basketball in Northeast Ohio, and you're watching it with the Letter Media Network. We're here for the gyms, the rivalries, the packed Fridays, and the moments that don't make the box score. Live game broadcasts, smart breakdowns, post-game interviews, and coverage that actually knows the players, the coaches, and the communities. From tip-off to the final horn, we don't chase highlights. We tell the full story. Follow us on Instagram at theletter.media and X at theletternet for scores, clips, and coverage you won't find anywhere else. The Letter Media Network. Local hoops, real coverage, every night.
to the Letter Live. If you are just joining us, we are here for the second half of action. Jackson versus Perry, 21-17 with the Polar Bears up. 45 seconds to go left here in the halftime period. Mike, what do you got?
Well, if you want to talk about this game, the first half low, not much scoring, obviously, but if you're Perry, you're still in a good spot. Like we said, first quarter went 6 minutes with almost 6 minutes without a field goal. Found themselves down 7-1. They just have not been able to catch Jackson. So we'll see if they can put together a run of sorts to try to tie or take the lead here in this game. But, we're kind of winding down the home stretch of the regular season here. Both of these teams realistically playing for third place in the Federal League behind McKinley and Hoover. McKinley with an opportunity tonight to clinch at least a share of the Federal League title against Green. They're going to be a big favorite to do that. And they're going to come here on Friday. They're hoping to win the Federal League title outright. And just some milestone moments for McKinley. In addition to the Federal League title, they're 6 wins away from their 2,000th victory all time, becoming the first Ohio school to do that. So quite a few storylines for the Bulldogs as we head down the home stretch here this season.
So Nico Martelli on the inbound hits Haley, and now we are underway for your second half of action here at Jackson High School. Luschitz, right side, lobs one over to Martelli. Martelli loses it. It goes into Loy's hands. Loy goes behind his back. Foster puts it up himself, but misses the layup.
Boy, what a great opportunity there by Foster. Gets the steal at midcourt. Unable to convert at the other end. Those are opportunities, if you're Perry, you got to take advantage of.
That would have made it a 2-point game had it gone in. 7 minutes, 35 seconds to go left here in the third. Maurer.
And worst comes to worst, Foster gets the foul out of that too.
And Perry playing the trap as Morris has it inside. Over to Maurer. Maurer can't get it done either. So 2 missed layups to start the second half of action here in Massillon. Jackson 21, Perry 17. Haley calls out the play. Bounce pass over to Martelli. Martelli's got it now on that left side. Takes it himself, puts it up. Can't get it to go. Can't get his board either. That's Muehlman with the board. Loy down the court, double teamed. A timeout taken by DeBevic, so a timeout on the court. We will also take a timeout here, very briefly, here on the Letter Media Network. Everybody, welcome back to the Letter Media Network. My name is Aiden Brueck. If you're just joining us, I'm joined by legendary Kent Repository sports reporter Mike Popovich, and we are here. Jackson versus Perry in Jackson's homeland. 6 minutes, 44 seconds to go left here in the third. It's Jackson 21, Perry 17. Tim DeBevic, we're getting out of a timeout called by him to prevent a turnover after a double team by Perry. Forced him into an uncomfortable situation. Maurer to Loy. Loy with his left. He's only got 3 tonight. Dishes it out. Maurer. No travels called. But O'Byrne tried to put one through. That foul is going to be on number 20, XJ Wolder. O'Byrne, the inbounder, but he sends it out. And are they going to say it's
Looks like they're going to say that was deflected out of bounds, so Jackson will keep possession here.
O'Byrne to Morris. 6 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Cut inside, it's Maurer. He can't get it to go. Luschitz down the court, over to Haley now on the right side. And a travel called on Haley. So another turnover by Perry. Still scoreless.
Yeah, Mikey Haley would probably love to have that one back. Just an unforced error on his part. Probably a rare occurrence, too, for him.
Jackson, 21. Perry, 17. Maurer, over on that left side, gives it to Molman. Molman able to put one up. Can't get it down, but he gets fouled. Has the first opportunity at the stripe this half.
Just like the first quarter, both teams really struggling to get things going offensively here in the third quarter. As Carter Mulliman will go to the free throw line to try to give somebody a point, and he does that. First point of the second half. Mulliman looking to hit both free throws, and he does.
So that one takes a couple of lucky bounces off the front end of the rim. As Haley taking it down the court for the Panthers. 5 minutes, 48 seconds to go left here in the third. Nasir Foster now on the right wing. Fires one inside to Martelli. In stride, he puts it up. 4-point game with 5 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Jackson 23, Perry 19. Loy, with his right, stops it back. And that ball saved in by O'Byrne. O'Byrne to Loy. Loy steps, midi, jumper. Can't get it down. Morris with the board. He can't get it down either. So no foul is called. As Luschitz tried to get it off the pass from Woliter, but Woliter let it a little bit too much. 5 minutes to go left here in the third. Jackson 23, Perry 19.
Yeah, and this is another example. You know, Perry, you're trying to get close again. Pass too far, goes out of bounds. Jackson try to get the lead back up to 6 again.
So Loy takes himself and gives it a nice touch off the glass.
First points of the night for Loy. As we said, over 30 in Jackson's season opener. First 2 tonight.
Foster over to Woliter with a deep three. He knocks it down.
That's a 3 Perry really needed. Second 3 of the night for Woliter.
O'Byrne taking it himself. He can't get it down. But gets his own board and puts it back up for 2. So Jackson 27, Perry 22. 4 minutes, 11 seconds to go left here in the third. Luschitz over to Haley. Watch Woliter. Woliter gets the screen, slips a little bit, takes it himself, but puts it with his right hand, reverse lay. Woliter, tough shot, makes its way in. So Woliter, he's got 8 on the night. Looking pretty flashy here. O'Byrne fakes one, puts it through for the 3.
Well, you leave O'Byrne open, and that was a really deep 3 there. Like Martelli, he can make you pay for it.
Going 3 for 3. Luschitz tries to go inside, but his pass is deflected. Not the smartest pass, but O'Byrne downhill, guarded by Foster. Puts it up, no good. Gets the board. Stepped out of bounds. It's going Perry way. Jackson 30, Perry 24 with 3 minutes, 17 seconds to go here in the third.
Well, O'Byrne can hurt you in so many ways. Against Glen Oak earlier this season, opened the game with 3 straight threes right away in the first quarter. But he can also score in the paint for you.
So Noah Daisy back in the game for the Panthers. He comes in for Luschitz.
First foul of the half on Jackson. That's going to go against Chase Maurer. Maurer now with 9 points in the game to lead the Polar Bears.
So Williter now in the corner, guarded by O'Byrne. Another reverse leg gets fouled. So he'll head to the stripe. Jackson 30, Perry 24. 2 minutes, 58 seconds to go left here in the third.
Yeah, second foul on Carter Mulliman for Jackson. XJ Woolleader at the line shooting 2. First one is good. Haven't seen much of Perry this year, but it looks like he could be like Ethan O'Byrne. Can hit a threat to hit the 3. He also took it inside to draw that foul there. He's got 9 points for the Panthers and make that 10 as he hits his second free throw.
So a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. Looks to be a full timeout, so we'll take 45 here on the Letter Media Network. See you in 45. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Letter Live. My name is Aiden Brueck. For just joining us, I'm joined by legendary Canton Repository sports writer Mike Popovich, and we are here for the third quarter between Jackson and Perry. Jackson currently leading the Panthers 30-26 in a low-scoring affair that has seen missed layups, missed free throws, no fouls, and just continuous turnovers and just continuous basketball.
Well, maybe this break of earth, wind, and fire here, September, sparks both of these teams here.
It's February, dude. Jackson, 30, Perry, 26. Morris loses it through his leg, picks it back up. It's washed. And that ball is hit out of bounds. Ball don't lie. It's going to go Perry's way. So Nico Martelli on the inbound.
Perry was looking for an over back there, but they still get the ball back on the Jackson turnover. Here's Perry still hanging around. It's 30-26.
Foster, bounce pass to Martelli. Martelli over to Foster. Foster can't find the hole. Over to Martelli now on the right side. 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Martelli over to Noah Daisy, who knocks down the 3. It's Noah Daisy from beyond the arc to put it within 1. Jackson 30, Perry 29.
Boy, second time tonight, Daisy has entered the game and has made an immediate impact. That way with the 3, and that's gotten Perry as close as they've been in a while.
Bowen on the inbound for the Polar Bears. He's got a couple of options. One being Maurer. Who's guarded by Haley. Ball finds its way over to Bowen. He's guarded by Foster. Lloyd's got it now, guarded by Wooliter. Spins around, puts it off the glass and inside.
The second basket for Loy in this quarter. Jackson regains a 3-point lead. And another turnover on Perry. It's happened before earlier in this game. They've had a chance in a one-possession game to get close, turn the ball over. And we didn't have a lot of that in the first quarter as far as it was more of a clean game. There were a lot of missed shots, but it was a clean game by both teams early on.
So Nasir Foster with a chance to make it up. And he can't get it, but he gets his own board and puts it back for the makeup. 32-31, the Polar Bears lead. Perry back on the press. Full court. Walter closes out. Bowen has to pick up the ball. Loy with the rock. Back over to Bowen. Puts up a three. He knocks that one down.
Second time today, Jackson Bowen has done that. Coming to the game and hits a three.
So Wooliter hands it back to Haley. 35-31 with 43 seconds to go. Perry, you wonder, do they take the last shot? Foster now hands it over to Martelli, who hasn't left the floor yet. Luschitz, Wooliter, deep three. Can't get it to go, but Luschitz puts it back for the and one.
Lucius, big offensive rebound, converts the basket, gets fouled by Caden Loy for Jackson, and he'll have a chance to go and finish the and one and get Perry back to within one again.
After this timeout. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Letter Live here from Jackson High School. We are currently about to see a and one opportunity conversion attempt from Joey Luschitz. 35-33 with 31.6 to go left here in the third.
Lucius with 5 points, and he misses the free throw.
So he bricks the free throw as Morris gets it down to Loy. 25 to go. Loy slows it down. 18 seconds to go. Still ticking down. Loy eyes up Martelli. Hits it to the corner. Bowen from three. Gets it! Bowen! Another three, and he's feeling it. That's with 5 seconds left. Haley goes over to Foster. Ball's taken back. Heave by Giovanni Stanton, and that one goes off the backboard and hits the second part of the rim, the second tier. And we're going to take another break here from the Letter Media Network as we get ready to go into the fourth quarter. Welcome back to the Letter Live. If you're just joining us, we are here in the fourth quarter of action between Jackson and Perry. 38-33, the Polar Bears lead. My name's Aiden Brueck, your play-by-play for the night. I'm joined by legendary Canton Repository sportswriter Mike Popovich as Jackson taking a lead and a miscue as Bowen, who's hit 3 threes this game, can't grab the pass from Loy. And a costly turnover. Perry's got the opportunity to put this back within a score. So Foster gets it to Martelli. Martelli, midi, spin around. He rolls it in. So a 3-point game. Jackson 38, Perry 35. Maurer attacked on the hip. Gets it to O'Byrne, guarded by Haley. And Bowen again over to O'Byrne. Goes tipping and tumbling, and they're going to call a travel on O'Byrne. So 7 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Mason Morris ready to get back in the game for Bowen. 7 minutes, 15 to go. Jackson 38, Perry 35.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to have a who's hot candidate in this game. But if you want one right now, it's probably Jackson Bowen with those 2 big threes. He's got 3 threes on the night. But still, a 3-point ball game here.
Haley to the corner. Joey Luschitz hands it out to Martelli. Martelli now spins around. Midi jumper like Dirk. Can't get it down. The Dirk Nowitzki comparison. I thought that was a good one.
I think that was the first time you've ever made that comparison.
I think that was the first time I've ever made that comparison. Caden Lloyd pulling up from midi. He knocks it down. Not like Dirk Nowitzki, but...
Well, with over 40 broadcasts, first time for everything.
I'll give him Carmelo Anthony. Over to the right side. It's Sir Foster. To the corner, Luschitz has it with Wolder. Wolder guarded by O'Byrne. O'Byrne stabs at it. Given to Martelli now in the corner. Martelli, let him cook. Puts it up. Blocked. And no foul is called. So 40-35, Jackson Polar Bears lead.
Yeah, Carter Mulliman got a hand on that, I think, down there on the Perry end, and he's been on Martelli most of this game.
So Haley receives the inbound. 5 minutes, 58 to go left here in the fourth. Taking it himself over Loy. He gets the foul.
Second foul on Loy. First foul on the Polar Bears here in the fourth quarter. As Mikey Haley will go to the free throw line for Perry. First shot is good. Haley with 3 points on the night.
So Haley's second is up and down. 3-point game again as 5 minutes, 50 seconds left on the clock. Jackson 40, Perry 37.
Yeah, foul on Joey Luschitz for Perry. Push off on Carter Mulliman. Only the first team foul for Perry here in the fourth quarter. Second foul for Luschitz.
Mason Morris wants him himself. He'll take it in, puts it off, no good. No foul is called. Luschitz to Foster, Foster inside. Luschitz takes it in, puts up the midi, he knocks it down. Jackson 40, Perry 39, 5 minutes, 22 seconds to go left here in the fourth. Maurer has to take it down the court. He's got O'Byrne, who puts up a mid-range jumper. That goes off the back of the rim. And Haley over to Luschitz. Back to Foster. Foster looking inside to Martelli. Corner. Luschitz. Three. Gets it. Timeout taken by the Polar Bears. And Perry takes the lead 42-40. And Mike, I think now is a very appropriate time to ask you a looming question that everybody has been wondering. Who is hot?
Well, right now the Perry Panthers are really hot. And Joey Luschitz with that three, he gives his team the lead. He has 10 points in this game along with XJ Woolheater. And for Jackson Bowen with 9 points on those 3 threes. But Perry has spent all night trying to claw back into this game and catch Jackson. Well, there were a couple of times where you thought that the Polar Bears would take control of this game, and they were unable to do so. And Perry, with Luschitz hitting that three, gives his team a 42-40 lead.
So Perry 42, Jackson 40 here at Jackson High School.
I mean, do you want to call it a close game alert here with 5:01 to go?
We'll give it a little longer.
Okay.
Morris on the inbound. Gives it over to Maurer. Maurer slow down the court, trying to slow this pace down. O'Byrne hits things over to Maurer. Now on that right side. Loy's got it. He's double teamed immediately. They'll bring back some out. They're working their way closer to the three-point line. Loy goes over to Maurer. Right wing. Dishes it off. Muehlman inside. He gets fouled.
Perry playing a little zone there, but Jackson is able to break it. Mulliman gets free under the basket, draws the foul. That'll be the third foul on Joey Luschitz, second on Perry in this quarter, as Carter Mulliman gets the first free throw to fall. Mulliman, really good athlete here at Jackson, was the starting quarterback for several games for the Polar Bears football team this season, and he misses his second free throw.
Haley down the court. It's a one-point game. Perry 42, Jackson 41. Can't think over Martelli. Martelli back to Foster. Martelli reaches into the foul line. He's got it at the elbow. Haley now below. Haley over to Foster. Foster guarded by Morris. Looking to go up. Puts one in. No good. Martelli gets the foul. 3 minutes, 43 seconds to go left here in the fourth. That foul is going to be on
That first foul on Mason Miller. Nico Martelli going to the free throw line. Played as a freshman for the Panthers and misses his first free throw. In a game with very little offense, you don't want to be leaving points at the free throw line. Martelli's second shot off the front of the rim, no good. Foul on Perry on the rebound.
Misses both free throws. Perry 42, Jackson.
That'll be the fourth foul on Joey Luschitz. Second three for O'Byrne, and boy, every time it seems like Jackson really needs a big shot, someone hits a big three, and that three gives the Polar Bears the lead again.
So Haley over to Woolader now, left wing, gets it back to Luschitz. Luschitz, you said in foul trouble. He's got 4 fouls right now. We've got an injury on the floor.
Yeah, Carter Mulliman shaken up a little bit for Jackson. I don't know if he had maybe a cramp or something, but looks like he's going to stay in the game.
So Martelli now on the left wing. They hand it over to Foster. Foster back to Woolader. Woolader from 3. Can't get it down. Loy over to Foster. And back to a tie ball game. 2 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Jackson 44, Perry 44. Both teams looking to get in the win column.
Be foul on the floor on Perry. I think that's going to go against Nasir Foster too. Great awareness by Foster at the other end. Jackson gets the rebound but throws it away, and then Foster is able to.
And you'd think Martelli would be in the foul trouble, but it's Luschitz in the foul trouble.
So 14 foul on Perry, so Jackson will be shooting free throws from here on out on the next Perry foul.
O'Byrne tries to go behind his back. Lane call?
Well, they're going to be shooting free throws now. And there's a foul. I didn't see it. Of course, we're way up here. But it's going to go against XJ Woolheater. That's his third, and O'Byrne hits the first free throw to give Jackson a 45-44 lead.
His second goes up and in. 46-44 with 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. The Panthers down 2 to Jackson. And a ball that would have been dished, a little stylish from Haley, can't get it to go. Foster slips on his back foot, gets caught up and results in a turnover. So Jackson ball, 2 minutes to go. Jackson wanting to slow this pace down again. Loy, dribble inside, taking it out. Keeping with the ball. Beats Martelli, takes it himself off the backboard, and tough stuff from the kid, Caden Loy. Inside, he's got 8 on the night. It's a 4-point game. 1 minute and 35 to go left here in the fourth. It's Jackson, 48. Perry, 44. Lucius from mid, can't get it down. Ball's going Jackson's way.
Ethan O'Byrne able to get the rebound, and Jackson able to get the timeout.
So Jackson, 48, Perry, 44. They're going to take a full, and we will as well. So we'll see you in about 30 seconds as Isaiah Bracey gears up to go in game for the Panthers. Breaking news from the NBA, the Clippers have just traded James Harden to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Darius Garland in return and a second-round pick. My goodness, Mike, I mean, in a high school game, you usually don't give those type of updates, but for Cleveland Cavaliers fans like ourselves, I feel like we had to give it out. Minute and 25 seconds to go left here in the fourth. It's Jackson, 48, Perry, 44.
Well, we could probably do a whole podcast someday on that trade alone. I think it was a trade that really does improve the Cavs, even if it's just for this year.
So they're going to take the ball out. They were going to go baseline, but now they're going sideline out of bounds.
Isn't it fun to break news?
It is fun to break news, but it probably wasn't my place there. We're at a high school game. So I take it back. They're going back to the baseline for the inbound. O'Byrne bounce passes it over to Millman. O'Byrne downhill. He's trapped. Has to give it over to Loy, who's also trapped. And a foul called on Wooliter.
Well, XJ Woolheater tried to force a jump ball there. Instead gets called for the foul. And that's going to be his fourth. So Woolheater and Lucius with 4 fouls apiece for Perry. And Caden Loy to the free throw line, shooting 2. First shot is good. Loy with 9 points in this game. All have come here in the second half. He has 5 points here in the fourth quarter. He's trying to push this Jackson lead up to 6, and he does. A 10-2 run for the Polar Bears gives them a 50-44 lead as we approach the final minute of the game. And Jackson not doing something to maintain this lead as a foul on Mikey Haley as he's shooting a 3. Foul goes against Mason Morris for Jackson. Haley will go to the free throw line to shoot 3 to try to get the Panthers back within 3. He hits his first free throw.
So an unfortunate foul there for the Polar Bears. Haley at the line now to make this a little closer than it was, and he knocks down his second.
Haley trying to make this a one-possession game, and we still have 1:07 to go.
Mike, close game alert here from the Letter Live. It's Jackson 50, Perry 47, and in the midst of the NBA trade deadline, we've got a full-court trap coming from the Panthers. Yeoman to O'Byrne, but he sells the pass too high, and it's Perry ball with a minute to go. 50-47. This is the part where you give it to XJ. Haley, down court. They take the timeout. And the Panthers, 57.5 seconds to go, as they'll take a full. We'll also take a full back here in 30 on the Letter Media Network. Welcome back to the Letter Live. We are officially in close game alert as the Panthers hold the ball 50-47. Jackson currently up on the Perry Panthers. Williter gets it to Luschitz. Over to Foster. Foster drives underneath. Sends it to the corner. Williter has it. Sends it over to Luschitz. Over to Haley. Haley from three. Gets it! It's good! Jackson 50, Perry 50 with 43 seconds to go. A tie ball game from the Panthers as they look to secure their first winning record in the Federal League since 2013. A win tonight would cement that in the history books for Matt Vold. 20 seconds to go. Jackson looking to take the last possession.
2 timeouts for Jackson. Let's see if he uses one.
So 9 seconds to go. Kicked out. O'Byrne over to Morris. Morris out to O'Byrne. O'Byrne, last shot. 3 ball. No good. But Maurer able to get it back. And there's no shot. We are headed to overtime here at Jackson High School. So more minutes on the clock. And an even better scenario for the Panthers as Mikey Haley able to knock it down for the Panthers.
Boy, Jackson able to get a great look there at the end from Ethan O'Byrne on a winning 3. Just can't get the shot to fall, but man, what a... It hasn't been the prettiest game. It hasn't been the cleanest game, but somehow we're going to overtime tied at 50. And what a great final few minutes of regulation that was for Mikey Haley. Gets fouled on the 3-point shot, is able to make all 3 free throws to get his team within 3. And then after a Jackson turnover, hits the tying 3-pointer. Haley with 10 points in this game. And, you know, we don't have a dog in the fight, but you have to kind of really feel good for a kid like Mikey Haley, who during that state tournament run last season for Perry had to have his appendix removed, wasn't available for him, coming back and playing his senior season healthy, and is able to make a big impact at the end of regulation in this game. And we play on here at Jackson.
4 minutes added to the game as Muehlman wins the tip. Possession arrow goes Perry way, so hold that on. A new level of basketball as Loy puts it up and no good. Luschitz with the board. Gets it out to Haley. Haley down the court. It's 3-on-3. Downhill. Takes it back. Luschitz back with it. Haley stops his momentum. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Haley, left wing. Hands it off to Foster, who gets it to XJ Woolater. We'll find Perry. Give it to Woolater to pop the three. Martelli inside. Puts it up and can't put it down, but Jackson gets the board. Lloyd downhill. Stops his momentum again. Dishes it off to O'Byrne. But they're going to call a timeout from Jackson to save the potential jump ball, and we're going to take a quick second here. Everybody, and welcome back to the Letter Live. We are officially on close game alert as Jackson and Perry both tied at 50 apiece going into our first overtime here at Jackson High School. Mike, been a pretty close game, all things considered. That last foul from beyond the three-point line and then the Mikey Haley three ball to tie things up were a really big factor for this Perry Panthers team.
Yeah, it's been a close game really all night. Jackson opened up a 7-1 lead, but I don't think their lead stretched beyond 6. I may be wrong. It might have stretched to 7. But here we are knotted up, still looking for a winner.
So, Loy, guarded by Martelli. Martelli gets past the screen. Back out to Mar. Deep three. Can't get it to go. Luschitz saves it into Martelli. Martelli down the court, back to Haley. They'll reset. 2 minutes, 43 seconds to go left here in the first. Or not in the first overtime, I should say.
Now if you're Perry, maybe, you're just trying to be patient here. Tie game, you're not chasing the game. Get a good shot.
Foster. Over to Woolater. Woolater kicks it out to Haley. Haley works his way through. He falls. It's washed. But it's going Jackson's way.
Yeah, they did change the call. I was going to say, when they awarded it to Perry, I thought, boy, very fortunate. Mikey Haley just stumbling out of bounds or loses the ball out of bounds. But now Jackson gets the ball back.
So Maurer down the court, minute and 58 to go. He calls for a screen up top. Over to Morris. Morris to Loy, right side. Maurer tries to go a little finesse, but over to the side. Muehlman can't get it to go. Loy blocked by Martelli. Loy still with it. Maurer won't take it. Minute and 29 to go. A fast series of events happening here in Jackson as Maurer going to take things back. Vole on his feet. Assistant coaching staff on their feet for the Panthers. Minute 15 to go. As they'll dribble this down a fair bit. You wonder when they go.
I think Jackson's really going to just work this down. May take a timeout. As we get to the final seconds, they have 2 left.
Maurer kicks it to the corner. O'Byrne kicks it back to Loy. And Jackson scaring him a little bit. They hand it back to Loy. Loy's trapped. Well, almost loses it. Kicks it to the corner. Morris from 3. Bang! Gets it! 25 seconds to go. Haley down the court. Does Vole take the timeout? Walter from 3. Fakes one. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Martelli. Back out to Walter. 10 seconds to go. They take the timeout. So 8.1 seconds to go. A miracle is needed here in Massillon as the Panthers down 3 to Jackson, 53-50, with just 8.1 seconds to go left in overtime. Mike?
How many times have we said it tonight? Whenever Jackson has needed a big 3, it always happens. Mason Morris gets that 3 to drop to put Jackson back on top. His second 3 of the game. I'm going to count real quick. Jackson has hit 8 threes in this game. And they've all been huge, it feels like. But now let's see what Perry draws up here. And what will likely be their final possession of the game. They're going to need a 3, and Mikey Haley provided one at the end of regulation to tie the game.
So Vole actually in the huddle, not drawing anything up, but they've rehearsed this in practice for sure. 8.1 seconds to go left here in overtime. It's Jackson 53, Perry 50. Do you play for the and 1? Do you play for the dagger 3? What does Matt Vole have up his sleeve? We saw it last year with Luke Wolf. Will we see it again this year with Woliter, Foster, Luschitz, Haley? Who takes it? Haley. Inside. Kicks it out. Ball's hit out of bounds. Still time on the clock. 3.8 seconds to go. Will Vole take another timeout? He will. They will have another opportunity to draw something up. But Jackson able to get him to work a couple of seconds off the clock here with 3.8 seconds to go left here in overtime. We're going to take a quick timeout here on the Letter Media Network. We will see you in just a few short seconds.
A quick note during the timeout about our broadcast format here at the Letter Media Network. Many of our live game broadcasts are audio only, and that's by design. Audio streams allow us to be in more gyms, cover more games, and bring you consistent real-time coverage across Northeast Ohio. It lets us focus on what matters most, the action, the story, and the details that don't always show up on screen. No distractions, no gimmicks, just the game called the right way. Our audio streams make it possible to follow teams you care about, even when cameras aren't an option. So whether you're driving, working, or watching the score update, you're still connected. That's audio first coverage from the Letter Media Network.
So they've changed the clock to be now 3.8 seconds remaining. They give them 0.7 seconds to go. Wooler on the inbound. Hands it over to Martelli. Martelli, deep 3. Can't knock it down. And time expires. As the Polar Bears split the series with the Panthers, 53-50.
Well, yeah, it was a gutty effort by Perry to climb back into the game, take the lead at one point, and climb back into it again at the end of regulation. But Jackson holds on to win. They go to 11-5 on the season, 7-3 in the Federal League. Perry drops to 8-9, 6-4 in the Federal League. They still have an opportunity with one more win to clinch a winning season in the Federal League. They're going to have a tough test on Friday, though, because they're going to play the Hoover Vikings.
Where's that game?
I believe that will be at Perry. So, but Jackson able to withstand Perry's rally, hit a big three from Mason Morris, 8 threes on the night. Ethan O'Burden led the way for them with 14 points. Caden Loy with 10 points. And Jackson Bowen had 3 big threes in regulation that shouldn't go unnoticed. And for Perry, Mikey Haley with 10 points. Joey Luschitz with 10 points. But it's the Jackson Polar Bears who defeat the Panthers 53-50.
Thanks, Mike. With that being said, we are going to cut it off here from the Letter Live on the Letter Media Network. If you're just joining us, what a wrong time to join. My name's Aiden Brueck. I was your play-by-play for the night. I was joined by legendary Canton Repository sports writer Mike Popovich here on the Letter Live from Jackson High School. We're signing out.
I was going to say advice. Join us from the start from now on, because we have had a run dating back to last year of close games.
A lot of close games. Apparently, we're just really great at picking them. But with that being said, thank you all for listening, and have a wonderful night.